think they might have been going Drydock Kata Arcs. They might be live here. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyways, winners, you were saying about tribes?
Oh, I wasn't saying, but I'd be glad to. Yes, this is Tribes Ascend from High Res Studios. It is a free-to-play game. Oh, good. They're still making this one out and advancing it. I wasn't sure that that's possible. One of the things that they just added with Tribes Ascend is private servers and the ability to do a lot with those private servers, and so we are happy about that. Definitely good for the growth of the game. But Tribes Ascend is a new game, but a growing game. We have several things going on in North America currently. The Game Shrine Tournament, in which both of these teams are involved, and pretty much most of the teams in North America. There is the CGL is coming soon, another league for money. The CSN Cyber Sports Network Tournament, which is, I believe, next weekend, not this coming weekend, which is a $2,500 tournament, and double elimination involving many of these teams as well, and several other things coming up. The New Bloods tournament, which will feature teams that aren't involved in Game Shrine or anything like that currently, and so if you're interested in doing competitive play, that would be the place to go, as they are taking sign-ups now and teams are looking for players now. You can check the High Res forums for more information on that, and the competitive and esports forums.
Yeah, I am very looking forward to the Cyber Sports Network 77, the first tournament for tribes involving money. I will definitely be playing and practicing for that. I'm super excited.
Well, tell us about your team, Link. BFF, the best friends forever.
You know, we've been through a lot. We started back in January, and as with any team, players come and go, and we finally got a set roster that I'm really happy with, and we've been practicing a lot lately. We have a lot to work with one of our new players, but we've shown a lot of improvement, and I'm really looking forward to the season. I'm not going to be arrogant and say that we're the best, but I mean, we do have potential, and I'm going to be the best. There's no doubt about it. So.
Well, it's almost a cliche in tribes to say you're the best, so whenever anybody asks you who's the best player in the world, I guess the answer in tribes is always me. So.
If we're talking about
quick question from the chat here. Someone's wondering, what's a good way to find out about the metagame?
The metagame, you really gonna need a lot of experience with that. Just watching casts you can really find out what people are playing, how people counter, what's good on what map. On Crossfire, punting is really good, but on a map like our Kata, punting is not as viable. It's still pretty viable, but not as viable. And just learning, when to run one capper, when to run two cappers, how to counter, when you want to strike grab, when you want to tank, when you don't want to tank, how you want to return on a standoff if you want to use an infiltrator. We saw in the last game that Onyx went and turtled inside of their base, and Area51 countered with their own brutes, throwing down nades and killing off all them. This type of play is, it comes with experience, and watching the cast is learning the meta. And honestly, one thing that I really noticed when I came to Tribes was that the people here, they want good competition. They will help you out. So if you go to IRC and you ask people, how should I do this or this, you might get some people, that are elitist, Mabel, Projectile, but a lot of the people will help you out. They will want you to get better, so they have good competition. I know that, when I wanted to get better at dueling, Zato came and tried to help me out. So the people are pretty friendly. So just ask around and people will help you out.
Oh, and
don't say the word.
I see Mabel is in the chat. He is in the chat here, so he's available if you want to ask him anything about the pro game. He will be very welcoming to noobs, as he always is, and he will tell you all about the things you want to know. While we start this cast, as the second round begins here on Katabatic, a very fun map for some. It's one we see in just about every competitive game of Tribes Ascend, as it takes a while to set up these routes. It's a little bigger map than some of the others, but we will see what happens shortly, as looks like Line GG is over here trying to give some base hassle to Titan, and something similar is probably happening on the other side there, Link.
I do see. Yeah, I do see. Zoidberg's coming in from the back right now. There's a very strong clear. I think both teams. Area51 is playing a Hoff, while Onyx is not. I would like to see how the teams would, play differently. Mexico is playing actually a Juggernaut on the stand. Wow, very interesting play. I have seen some other players do it. And there we go. And Trism coming in for the Onyx team. He's very low life coming in. There is... Ooh, he misses a flag. Titan was on the stand. He probably would have got body blocked anyways. We are seeing heavy pressure for Onyx on the stand.
And Zoidberg is setting up on one of those long side routes over here. As Brick and Vash Erics, you will see them go in early to try to clear things off for Zoidberg to get in and get this flag, but I'm not sure if they're going to. Here comes War Chief Slapaho as well, to aka Pandalol. They all took War Chief names of various kinds last week for some reason, but it's working for him, and this is working for Zoidbergenstein as he gets out with good numbers as he's heading back to his stand. It looks like Trism is the only one close, and he's heading back to the other side, and Zoidberg is going to be all by himself here, and he's just going to kind of stop. I'm not sure what's happening here, as he is probably going to set up a punt or wait for these guys to be cleared out, because Onyx is all over their stand, and LO Blue Jay is able to get the E-grab in the midst of all that and take it around the side. Zoidbergenstein just hiding behind the rock to dodge some scope fire, it looks like, and Mexico is there to provide some backup or to go after him, as Titan is and Tailspin are there to provide backup, excuse me, and they do so admirably as they take him out and settle down. On the other side, LO Blue Jay is going to make it back, it looks like. No, he's getting some chain fire from Blinks, and he is taken down, and Brick and Blinks are both there. Is Laugh going to get this in time? He does, but he's slow to go as these guys are able to catch up with him, and this one is dropped. Tailspin is picking it up on the other side as Mexico keeps this one going in traffic, gonna try to head it back, and again it's anybody's flag. Lion is there, and Onyx manages to catch up with this one, stabilize it down, and Jimmy Wiz is there giving Lion some pressure now as he is taken out finally, and Onyx is going to settle it down for sure this time, for realsies, as Area 51 settles in on the side of the mountaintop here next to the stand, and what they will do is set up turrets, inventory stations, and just kind of, I heard somebody call it Sim City the other
Blinks
day.
is by himself. He might get the
Sim
return
City.
here. He does get the return. Very nice return by Blinks, all by himself in that generator room. Leech gets the E-grab. Very nice play. See that turtling inside the base again. Very weak against.
And they're getting the time to return with that as Leech is taken down. Tailspin gets that return, and Brick gets the cap. And Area 51 takes the lead as we go under 21 minutes here in the second round here on Katabatic.
So what we're seeing here is Vash Erics is going to set up in a Juggernaut. He's going to try to clear the stand and probably duel people in mid. You see LL Blue Jay coming out to keep that heavy off the stand. What Vash Erics is trying to do is set up so he can clear Mexico, who is a Hoff on the stand. Not much energy with a Hoff. Hoff is usually static on the ground. That Hoff, the Ho, which is the Juggernaut from Vash Erics, can easily clear out the Hoff, who is trying to block Zoidberg. Zoidberg is coming from the backside. We should see a clear here by Vash Erics. He does get taken down, though. Does hit Mexico. Mexico is at half health. Zoidberg is coming in. He's about 10 seconds out, about 5 seconds out now. And we don't see a clear. The shields are up from Mexico, and Zoidberg is going to divert. Very nice play by Zoidberg. He's setting up an static back route, waiting for his offense to clear for him.
Yeah, and the Area 51 flag is off the stand, but it's being camped pretty hard over on top of the cave entrance over by where you go in to get to the generator. And now the return is made there, as both flags are sitting on the stand now.
Alright, so Ho means heavy offense, so the Juggernaut, has a mortar, and he uses the mortar to clear, and, he's got a lot more life than a medium or a light armor. So basically, Ho is heavy offense because he has heavy armor. A Hoff is a heavy on flag, which is like Mexico. He's playing a Juggernaut, which is heavy armor on the flag. And yeah, so you see Vash Eric's hoeing up there, and he's trying to clear out Mexico, the Hoff. So Zoidberg is coming in. Mexico gets knocked off the stand. Let's see if he has enough energy to get up there. He is playing. He's playing with a disc launcher. He should be able to get Zoidberg unless they can clear him. There's the clear. The hoe clears out the Hoff. Zoidberg gets taken out, though.
He got scoped by Alakabon, who is up there on that little tower across from the stand, which is where we see the Sentinel class, the sniper, camp out quite a bit. And it's a good spot, a good perch from which to see cappers coming in on routes from either side. And he manages to make quick work of Zoidbergenstein after all that work that they did to clear. But that's not going to stop him. He's going to set up once again.
Yeah. What I would like to see for Area 51 is to come in together, cross cap or shadow cap. War Chief does get out though. Looks like Alcabon was distracted. War Chief going down mid. He's probably going to make it all the way home. He has a good amount of health. There is no one on the stand except for no O pressure from Onyx. He should get this cap fairly easily. There it is. There's
And he does. And that's
Nice.
going to make it 2-0 in favor of Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. So we are seeing. I don't see. Looks like Onyx O pressure is kind of whatever Area 51 is doing on defense. It is definitely countering the offense.
Yeah, Blinks is going to take it down into the base, and this is a good play to keep it off. When your flag is off the stand, sometimes you just leave it off the stand and just camp it or babysit it, so to speak. And because these cappers are used to running a defined route that takes them at a high speed to that certain point on the flag stand, and that does slow them down quite a bit. Trism with the grab here, he's going to get taken down, but he is able to punt it loose, and Jimmy Wiz and then we're going to... No, Giga Laugh Bath is there, but he is quickly taken down, and Jimmy Wiz is going to get that return. Meanwhile, here's Zoidberg with a lot of chain fire from Lion and Leech. There are green bullets all over the place, but it's not going to deter him. He's going to get the cap, and that's going to make it 3-0 in favor of Area 51, making quick work of things here on Katabatic, looking very strong on this particular map, Link.
That was a very high route by Zoidberg. Very nice play. I don't see any vehicle play. Even so, just to go over this, the Shrike has a sky limit, and he can't go as high as the players can. So even in that situation, Zoidberg was too high for the Shrike to get him. I do not see any vehicles out yet, though. I am quite surprised. I thought there would be more Shrike. Oh, there we go. War Chief has a Shrike. And Trism is incoming. He is low health, coming from a left to right. There we go. Gets taken down. Giga Laugh Bath is coming in. I do not see any clear. On the other side, we have Zoidberg getting taken down by Alakabon, and looks like War Chief is going for a Shrike grab. There it is, Shrike grab down the middle. Has high speed going up and a lot of life, not getting sniped. Alakabon misses a couple times. Here we go. He should be coming home. There is no one on the stand to E-grab. There is the capture. 4-0, ladies and gentlemen.
Area 51, wow. And yes, Shrike grabbing, where you can take the Shrike at a high speed and just crash it into the stand and maintain that speed as you grab the flag and just kind of shoot out like a rocket and keep that going. And it's very difficult to counter. It's one of those things that people are deciding whether that's a cool thing for competitive play and should that be nerfed, etc. The emergent gameplay question that will be an eternal question in any game, not just Tribes of Sin, but certainly Shrike grabs are part of that that ongoing dialogue.
There we go. And War Chief coming in. I did see a counter Shrike grab coming in from Trism, but War Chief dead stops, or he messes up, and where did Trism go? Oh, Trism missed with his Shrike, and yeah, the spot. There it is. The Tribes.
And War Chief goes up to dispatch Alakabon there, as so that's one good thing that will help them is keeping that scope out. And there's quite a bit of defense on the stand, though, for Onyx. They are definitely tightening up their D to try to counter what Area 51 is doing here.
And we're looking at, looks like Trism setting up for a back route right now. He's coming in. There is pressure on Tailspin by Giga Lapbath. He is trying to keep Tailspin busy. I don't know. There he goes. He's coming in for him. Trism grabs the flag down mid. Giga Lapbath takes down Tailspin. There is no sniper now. Trism should be able to get out of there just fine. Tailspin just respawns. He's not going to be in a position to snipe him. He might be able to get the snipe off. He does not. There is an E-grab. Trism is coming all the way home. He should get this cap. This should be the first cap for Onyx. There is no E-grab. Get the return. Vash Eric's coming in. He might get the... Nope, he does not.
Not quite. And Onyx gets their first point of the game. It is 4-1 in favor of Area 51. Vash Eric's trying to get the E-grab to stop that, but wasn't quite in time. And Onyx gets on the board.
We do see Bricks punting down mid. They just set up in a Congo line to punt to each other. Here we go. We do see them. It does seem like Onyx has 3 to 4 chasers on them. Lion GG might be able to get this. Blinks coming down mid. Leech and an Infiltrator. I don't see... Blinks might have the punt here. He punts to Sand. I do not see a pickup. They might get this. There is a cluster. He does not. Titan is all over it. I do not see the E-grab coming in. Titan is very low. Gets taken down. There's the E-grab. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Very nice E-grab by Onyx. Holy cow.
But Zoe Bergenstein, it looks like, is there, and War Chief Slapaho. They get the timed return. The flag is capped, and Area 51 is going to take this second round 5-1. I like your term conga line there, man, because that's kind of what it was like. They were all kind of spaced out in a straight line and just set up to punt it to each other and just kind of chain punt that flag.